Hello guys and welcome back to the CPC week 6 we are now in. We're currently 3-2 and this week we're facing Toptierboy from the MPL. He's doing quite alright in the MPL. I think he's still in playoff contention. I haven't followed the last few weeks, so I don't know if he actually made it or not, but definitely go check him out. He's a very solid battler. Yeah, as well as in Smogon, but also in draft leagues. So this week I had some time to prep, but yeah, his team was just really scary for my team. So I made him more of an offensive team, but I also I emphasized a lot on his more bulky things, because I thought if I brought straight up walls, they can either be trapped by like his Wobbuffet or be set up for his offensive or even more defensive mons. I definitely was quite scared he would bring like Wobbuffet, because if some of my mons would be a bit too passive or lack like a move to be able to switch out, Wobbuffet could easily trap them. As you can see, he didn't bring Wobbuffet, which was quite unfortunate, but I have talked to him after the match. He definitely considered it, but his usage of Wobbuffet wasn't that great these past few weeks, so he decided not to bring it. So he decided to bring, as you can see, his Tornadus, his Garchomp, his Audino, Tauros, Mega Absol and Cobalion. So he brought like an offensive team with the Audino as a bit of a pivot. Garchomp, Tornadus, Mega Absol, all really expected, all really big threats for my team. So I brought a Gardevoir. As you can see, Mega Gardevoir, he doesn't have much of a switch in. I've done for like the Audino. Infinite is like bulky, but still also has speed, because it needs the speed to outspeed a lot of his team. Just a fairly standard move set of U-turn, not to be trapped, Flare Blitz, close combat, Mach Punch. With the Rocky Helmet, because I want to be able to kill the Mega Absol, but I need a bit of prior damage, and until last moment I didn't even have rocks, so the Rocky Helmet would put like a bit of prior damage on Mega Absol, because I probably will switch it in on Mega Absol quite a lot on knockoff and that sort of things, because I don't have a great switch in for it otherwise. Then Latios, it has the defog if he was decided to bring Roserade with like hazard stacking. Furthermore, it has Draco and Psyshock, which would do great damage to his team. I made it a Scarf set because I thought it outspeeds quite a lot already, but with Scarf it even outspeeds Tornadus, Mega Absol, but that has Sucker Punch, and just can outspeed his Scarfers. And as last move, Trick, to if he brought more of a bulky team or to stop his setup. Also helps deal with the Wobbuffet. Electabuzz, fairly standard. Violite, Electabuzz has some bulk, but mostly speed and special attack. Can switch into the Tornadus a couple of times, especially if he decided to spam Hurricane, which is quite spammable versus me. Shaman was more there for the mons he didn't bring, also is a bit there to check like a Scarf. Garchomp has the HPI, has the Cabia Berry, I believe, to deal with like Poison Jab if it was like, it was just I didn't really know what item to run. It's also a bit bulky, but also has speed, because I wanted to outspeed most of the things he didn't bring. Nidoking, I tried a bit with the Nidoking set. In the end I thought Earth Power, Ice Beam had nice coverage versus his team, and ultimately I decided on Stealth Rocks. At first couldn't really fit Stealth Rocks on the team, but for like the Tornadus and just some chip damage on his team would be really nice, so I decided to put Rocks on there. But I also was kind of afraid Nidoking would be trapped by Wobbuffet, so I put Roar on there, and that was kind of a mistake, you will see later on. But just to show you here the battle, I must say, I must warn you beforehand, it's quite a hexy battle. I will go over it a bit quickly. I'm a bit rushed for time, but also just want to get this battle done. So I decided to lead with Nidoking. I think I can take a hit from almost everything, maybe not the Garchomp, but he might fear I'm Scarfed, and I just want to get up my rocks as soon as possible, because Mega Absol is now not Mega Evolved, so I just get my rocks up. He goes for U-turn, he feels to be live up with the U-turn damage. He also feels to be more of a physical set, so that's nice to keep in mind. But I was thinking, okay, with live up, would he then have acrobatics, or would he be a mixed set with more physically investment? I don't know, maybe he went physical with like the superpower for like the Registeel to hit that a bit harder. But he U-turns out into his Audino. As I just go out into my Gardevoir, because yeah, I was thinking, yeah, what would he go for against my new king? Yeah, he might throw up like a wish to scout my moves or something, but he goes straight for knockoff. As I just switch in my Gardevoir, then I go for taunt, and he revealed to have the Encore. Yeah, he probably wanted to Encore me, I don't know, maybe he predicted I would like Side Shock or try to set up, and he could Encore me in that, but I have taunt, and now he switched out because later on it will be revealed knockoff is his only offensive move. So yeah, here I can pretty much Hyper Voice and almost get a free kill, but unfortunately this Cobalion just lives on 1%. I don't know the exact spread of this Cobalion, but this was probably a roll. Don't know, I don't think the roll was that much in my favor because I was more of a bulky, speedy Gardevoir than I was fully offensively, but it was still a roll. So here I'm thinking, okay, I could go like into Latios, but I don't kind of want that to have too much damage. Same goes for Infinite. Infinite is really important for my Absol, so I don't want that to get any damage. Same with Electabuzz. Nidoking would just doesn't outspeed. Yeah, Latios, I was also thinking, yeah, Iron Heads could do quite a bit of damage, don't want to risk that. He also could like maybe Volt Switch out, I don't know. So I just go out into Shaman as he sets up his own rocks, which is nice play for him. Here I'm thinking, okay, he goes for close combat, and here I kind of make a misplay. I'm also kind of like close combat does a hefty chunk to me. I know it would do around this, it does 37%, and I was thinking that yeah, I just lead cheat him, and with lead cheat you always get like the same amount, I think it's around the same amount as leftovers back, but lead cheat goes from his HP to your HP, and I kind of forgot about this. So I thought, oh, let me lead cheat him, and I get then 12% back, so I'm quite at a nice healthy amount to take like a hit from another one later on, and to deal quite a bit of damage to them, or maybe even KO them. But yeah, this was a bit of a mistake, but I also this 90% accuracy, and I missed this. So this means something has to take another hit, and I'm thinking, yeah, I can try to switch out in Latios, but he probably will change it up to Ironet here. So I don't need Shaman that much, so let me stay here and kill him then with the safe HP Ice, because yeah, I also had Seed Flat, but that also can miss. Then he brings into range. I think, yeah, it is not worth for me to switch out. He's probably just going for U-turn, but also don't want damage on Infinite, and that's not switch into a Tornadus. He gets a bit of more life up recall, which is nice. He brings in Guard Jump. I think, okay, I bring in Latios. I will just drop a Draco, even if it goes out in his Ardino. I know if it's fully especially defensive or not. And also 88%, I will probably bring it down from over health. So that would mean yeah, this would do around 45 to 50%, I think. So this would mean I can then go out back into my Mega Gardevoir, and yeah, I could try to maybe he's in range of Hyper Voice, or otherwise I can just taunt him. But no, the game decides I missed this Draco Meteor, so he's now at 94%, and he can do whatever he wants, and he reveals. So I go out to my Gardevoir. I thought this out for a long time, but yeah, my Gardevoir and Infinite are like the things that deal with this quite well, the other things not. I thought he would maybe be the standard Wish Protect knockoff Encore set, but no, he also has the Thunder Wave, so that's quite a bit annoying because now my Gardevoir has Thunder Wave, but I think, okay, I can still, and now he reveals to have the Wish, as I just go for a safe Hyper Voice, just engaging damage, plus maybe he wanted to go for a cheeky switch, as I have revealed Taunt before, and yeah, my Gardevoir is nice versus his team, but it has to be quite healthy to deal, to take hits from his team, because yeah, Guard Jump, Absol, yeah, if it has Protect, and also Sucker Punch does quite a bit of damage. Tauros, and so yeah, it's only there mainly can switch in onto Audino. So I thought he might try to be a bit cheeky with like a switch into one of his offensive monsters. You think he doesn't need that much this game, so he can risk that. So first I go for Hyper Voice, and now he reveals all his 4 moves, so he doesn't have Wish Protect, so that's nice for me. So I'm trying here to yeah, get him taunted, then Hyper Voicing, and like with 2-3 Hyper Voice depending on where he's at, I can kill him, and I can take a couple of knockoffs. Only does like 10 to 15%, and if he tries to switch, I get a free kill. And this Mega Audino is quite a pain for, like, Electabuzz can't do much but can fall throughout, but especially Latios is looking quite nice versus his team, because I have Infinite like for the Mega Absol. But yeah, the Audino is kind of there for the Latios and also for the Nidoking. So, but here I get paralyzed. So count with me. 1. Here we go again for Hype Voice, because I'm still thinking he might try to bash or just do some shenanigans. Try to wish, because yeah, he knows taunt is so obvious, but no, he just decided to keep doing this, and for some reason I keep clicking Hyper Voice at the wrong time. I think I like switch it up every now and then, but like on the paralyzed turns, when I went for taunt, I get paralyzed, and then I decide, oh, maybe he now is trying to switch, because yeah, he looks to be not really winning this, but yeah, due to all these, and also if I can have him quite low, that's also really nice for me. But yeah, eventually I get him taunted, but yeah, I've been paralyzed I think 3-4 times now, not getting off the taunt earlier. Can bring in Infinite, so but yeah, we lost my Gardevoir. Audino is still quite healthy, and you will see later on that this would be quite a pain for me. Here I'm thinking, okay, just click Close Combat, gonna get a free kill. So I kill the Tauros, he goes back into Tornadus. I'm thinking, okay, Electabuzz can still take 2 hits, can still take some hits. He goes for U-turn, he crits me, does 55%, so I can take another one, so quite nice. And he goes out to Mega Absol, so meaning I have to sack this Electabuzz, because yeah, I can try to make like a cheeky switch on the Sucker Punch, but Electabuzz was so low it wasn't worth keeping around. Go out into Infinite. Here I'm thinking Mach Punch is quite obvious. This Mega Absol deals with Nidoking, it outspeeds Nidoking, and it also can deal with Latios, it outspeeds naturally, it even has Sucker Punch for it. So, and I thought, okay, Mach Punch is quite obvious, he can go like hard into his Garchomp if it's Scarf, he can go like into his Tornadus. So I make the play of just close combating them, because that would mean they will be hit quite hard, and also I can still be Scarfed, and I thought I would definitely bluff the Scarf quite nicely, because Scarfape had quite a nice matchup versus him, and especially versus the team he brought. But no, he decided that Mega Absol was not worth keeping around, because yeah, his win con, he said to me, was like his Garchomp, which was a bit of a an SD Select Berry Garchomp, and he thought that would be the main win con for him, and also with Tornadus combined. If I was not like a Scarf Latios, I also thought Scarf Latios could kind of be handled with the Audino. So he makes this play. I found it a bit weird, but it's whatever. I kill him, but I'm now yeah, really low, and this could have not been the case, which would have been nice, because I could have come in like later on. Yeah, I don't think it would matter too much, but I could definitely have try to switch out and come in like the Garchomp or the Audino later on. But yeah, that doesn't happen. I have to sack it off here. He goes for knockoff to safely kill me. If I try to switch out, take some more Rocky Helm damage, some Life Orb damage, some Mach Punch damage, so that's really nice for me. Here I was debating, do I go Nidoking, do I go Latios? I'm still thinking, yeah, he kind of has to have like Hurricane or some way to really hit, yeah, to KO my Nidoking at the range it's at. After rocks, so I thought, okay, let's go out into Latios, click Psyshock, might be a roll to it, KO the Audino. So yeah, he goes out into his Audino, and as you can see, this yeah, off the leftovers, which it was quite a low roll. I think with rolls there was definitely a potential. I could have killed 2 shot of this at least, but that was not the case, unfortunately. So I just have to switch out into Nidoking, probably take this knockoff. Here I'm thinking, okay, he's at 50%, he probably will try to wish and then maybe wish pass after. But I thought, yeah, his other 2 mons weak to Ice Beam, I don't think he would switch hard into them. So just go for Earth Power, go for maximum amount of damage on this Audino, maybe crit him or something. But yeah, he decides that hard switching in his Tornadus is the play. I don't know why. I was really close to going for Ice Beams, but I thought he wouldn't risk this. Ice Beam, this would have been dead. He probably would have went Guard Jump as I Ice Beamed. Then I would have went Latios, and yeah, you will see. Probably didn't really matter, as you will see now, because I go for Ice Beam after and he reveals to be fully physically with Acrobatics, but due to Life Up, Acrobatics only 55 base power. I think still Hurricane would have done more, but that's what it is. He goes Guard Jump, he kills me with Dragon Claw. I have only my Latios left. This is a Scarf Latios. So I am thinking, if he is a Scarf Guard Jump, I have to click Draco Meteor definitely, because yeah, it was like I have to click Draco if he is a Scarf Guard Jump, because if he switch out on my and I trick, then it doesn't work. Also, if I trick, he could be locked like into Thunder Wave. So yeah, it's a couple of mind games, but yeah. So my only play is to Draco and hope it's a 2-hit KO on like the Audino from the range where it's at, and maybe able to crit like the Guard Jump after all those drops. I think that's my only play at this point. So I go for Draco, and yeah, it's at 57 and it does 42. Also a bit on the low end, so I have to get a crit to kill, but I even missed this one, so it doesn't even justice. And then he can deal with me, and now he can kill me with a couple of knockoffs. So yeah, Audino wins in the game, which is quite nicely for him, but it's also quite unfortunate for me. So yeah, it's really unfortunate how this match went. There was a lot of hacks, almost all was on my side. Can't complain too much about it. It's the game we play. It was only a 2-0. He had a scary, he had a really nice, in my opinion, and I know people say this often. I thought he had quite a nice matchup with me, especially his offensive mons did quite well with me. So a 2-0, it's not bad. We're now 3-3. I think with I think with a 0 differential again. I think we're still, if not first, then second in our division. We have to just keep winning our division games, try to win some games out of the division, and hope we are not getting this unlucky anymore, because I've been quite unlucky these last few league battles I've done. So that's all for now, guys. Next week we face the Miletics. I hope we will win again that match, so we continue with this win-lose thing, and yeah, clinch out another win and be back with a 4-3, which would be a quite nice position to be in. So that's it for now, guys, and I say bye.